Lisa in 14, Montana. Am I saying that right, Lisa?
Fortine.
Fortine. Hey, Lisa, what's up?
I have a couple of things I'd like to say about the medical marijuana.
Okay.
I've had epilepsy for about 30 years. About 5 years ago, I got a green card in the state of Washington, at which time my doctor told me that epilepsy was the poster child for medical marijuana because it's often brought on by stress and anxiety and insomnia and that sort of thing, and which marijuana directly affects. So if you can alleviate those problems, your chances for having seizures diminish, obviously. I haven't had a seizure in 5 years.
You have not had a seizure in 5 years? You've been using medical marijuana all this time?
I have not. I haven't used it in about 2 years. I just haven't needed to. So I don't do it just because I was on medication for that 30 years. And when I started smoking marijuana for it, I was able to get off the medication. And I've been seizure-free for a little over 5 years. And I just, at this point, don't see any use in trying anything because I'm not having a problem.
So let me just get this timeline straight. For 30 years, you had epilepsy, basically. You had a seizure disorder. You had been taking pharmaceuticals for it. They weren't solving the problem. You started smoking medical marijuana 5 years ago. The seizures immediately stopped. You continued it for 3 years. You didn't have any more seizures. And then you stopped the medical marijuana. 3 years earlier, you had stopped all the anti-seizure drugs. And for 5 years, you've been drug-free other than the pot. For 2 years, you've been pot-free, and you've had no more seizures. Did I characterize that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's an extraordinary story.
I would like to say, from a professional standpoint, I am a ICD-9 coder for a network of cancer clinics in Western Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And just a little something I've noticed. Our patients, I read medical records for a living. That's what I do all day long. And I'm humbled, trust me. The patients that take medical marijuana, I've noticed, maybe take 2 or 3 other drugs for hypertension or diabetes or this or that or the other. The people that do not, they're on average like from 15 to 20 other medications.
Wow.
For diarrhea and nausea and insomnia and anxiety. They're just, they'll give them one drug for their diarrhea, which causes 3 other symptoms. So then they'll give them another drug to cover those 3 symptoms, and then, those come with 2 more. It's just a non-stop, as far as I'm concerned, corporate fiasco with the pharmaceutical companies. They're just manipulating the system. If these people were all smoking marijuana for their symptoms or eating it, whatever, however they want to ingest it, Big Pharma would go down in a blaze of glory. And that's just my opinion from what I read at work all day, every single day.
Wow.
This is all about money for Big Pharma.
Yeah, I think you're right. From the horse's mouth. Lisa, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. By the way, when you were taking your medical marijuana for those 3 years for your seizure disorder, were you smoking it, eating it, oil, what?
It was both. I was smoking it and I was eating baked goods.
Huh. Fascinating. Lisa, thank you for sharing your story with us. It's great to hear from you.